Atlanta is rocking. Go Global Conference is doing the things, eh?
And I think the most incredible thing to take actually home is the black excellence.
So kudos,
Black excellence.
so kudos to GOC for a job well done. I think this is just the beginning of greater and better things to come.
There is a black business.
All right, all right. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for jumping in. Welcome to the Power Hour, where we say the power continues and the hour shall come. We've got an hour to have a really a good discussion here with some of our folks, and we're super excited for you to participate. Some housekeeping before we get started. Please keep your microphones muted. Please use the chat and let us know where you're dialing in from, where you're tuning in from. That's always helpful to know where you are. And the other thing is that if you do want to catch this episode, if you may, of the Power Hour, we'll have it on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Do us a really good favor. Go online and look for the Global Opportunities Committee. We'll be posting some of that in the chat. Follow us there. That actually helps us to get our message out and to connect the dots with you guys. So that's one of the other thing. And then the other thing too is if you are not yet a part of the GOC, we do have international membership, and depending on where you are, please inquire about that and become a part of our family. Today we are just super blessed to have two distinguished folks in our midst, and we want to talk to them. We want to talk to them today. And I missed you all last week. I didn't spend time last week on Power Hour, but my esteemed and amazing Jennifer Barbosa, who's our co-chair, I think I might have seen her joining earlier. She came through and held down for us. So I heard that was amazing. So we're gonna get Jennifer doing more of these Power Hour with you, so you can spend a lot more time with her. But thank you, Jennifer, for holding down the Power Hour, for doing that amazing job. Guys, if you don't know Jennifer, please reach out, get to know her. She is amazing, and she certainly can transform your business as well. If you're in the manufacturing space, make sure you connect with Jennifer, get to know her. Also, just want to express gratitude to Samuel Adimi, who is our communications lead for GOC. Samuel is the producer, essentially, of the Power Hour. So I want to give a big shout out to him publicly, because he's been so amazing. He's done so much. Every Wednesday, we have to get the Power Hour ready, and Sam is 100% always been there. So that's fantastic. So just wanna express thanks to him for that, and all of our regional leaders all over the world. You coming in the Power Hour every week, it's amazing. Thank you for doing that. We're going to be on a break next week because the chamber at large we'll take a break for about a week. Next week is also the U.S. Celebrates its independence on the 4th, and that would be next week. And so we will not have a power hour next week, but the following week we'll be back. So just make a quick note about that. And I know some folks, John, are not ready for a break, but of course, you know, the power continues. The power is always within you. So you have it in your hands, so you can definitely keep doing what you're doing. So guys, we've got Rwanda today. And I wanna start. I see Eugene and Regina from Rwanda. And I would like to start with you guys, and maybe start with the lady first, Regina. Regina, and I've gotten to know Regina over the last couple of, I don't know, maybe it's years now. Have we gone into years yet? But Regina is an amazing
Yes.
entrepreneur based in Rwanda, and she tells me about some of the things that she's been doing. But Regina, we want to start with you, and hopefully we can get a full understanding as to what it is that you do out there in Rwanda, who you are, and just tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about the business that you actually do in Rwanda.
Thank you so much, Ricardo. My name's Regina Mukamusiga. I'm an entrepreneur, but Atlanta Black. I stand for Atlanta Black Chambers in Rwanda. I'm with my colleague Eugene. He's going to introduce himself now. I'm honored to be here today representing the Atlanta as an entrepreneur, the founder of a consultants company based in Rwanda called Triple G Consultants. I don't own Triple G Consultants alone, but I also own an apartment. So I'm in tourism and hospitality. So I have two companies. All of them are active. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Should I continue?
Fantastic. Yeah, if there's more, please tell us more. So you are an entrepreneur. You're breaking up a little bit. So I want to make sure we can hear you clearly for those of us who are having difficulty hearing you. But you're an entrepreneur. You have two companies. You are part of a consulting business, and then you also own your own apartments. Tell us more.
Yes. Yeah. The company that I own, let me first tell about my company, the Triple G Consultants first. We have a vision to become the leading global company in business connections and consulting. Our mission is to create impact through innovative consulting services and business connections across all sectors in Rwanda and internationally. So we work with the individuals and institutions in many areas, including education, housing, development, microfinance, small and medium-sized enterprises, health, agriculture, energy, project management, business representation in East Africa and global, agribusiness, that means coffee, tea, maize, horticulture, animal fields, construction projects like roads, building, housing, estates, smart city, smart city development, diaspora projects, and others. So, more to that, what actually you may ask, what are you specialized in? We specialize in matchmaking people to the right opportunities, whether it's a foreign company entering Rwanda or a local entrepreneur needing global connections. We provide solutions, strategy, and support. Triple G Consultants acts as a trusted gateway for international investors seeking opportunities in Rwanda, and the wide range and our services includes investment opportunities identification. We do identify the investments opportunities, and whenever we get the investor, we do connect and business matchmaking and partnership facilitation, legal and advisory through our network, due diligence, feasibility studies, and business planning. So we work across multiple sectors from healthcare and agribusiness, infrastructure, education, connecting the right partners at the right time. So why should you invest in Rwanda?
Well, before we talk about the investment side, Regina, I wanna stop you there for a second. But congratulations, by the way, for being an entrepreneur. It sounds like you're doing some amazing things. And for those of you who don't know, Regina is actually our regional lead for Rwanda. So she's our POC and eyes and ears on the boots on the ground for Rwanda. She's the one who feeds us and tell us what we need to know about Rwanda from an economic standpoint and the business. And you can always tell how a community is doing by how the business is doing. And so really grateful for that intro. I'm coming back to you about the question on Rwanda, but Eugene is also here, and you know Eugene very well as well. And Eugene, if you can, please tell us a little bit about yourself, because you also have an interesting background. We'd love to hear about that and about your company.
Thank you so much, Ricardo. I hope you can hear me because my office is kind of close to the road. So it's kind of sound coming in. So I hope you can hear me. You can hear me. Can you hear me very well?
Yeah, just keep it at that level. We can hear you. Yes.
Okay, so I'll just begin very briefly with my background, which is pretty much I'm a corporate lawyer in Rwanda, but my background again stems from Uganda, where I went to school. I grew up in Uganda. That's why I went to law school. But what is interesting, after law school, I kind of went out of the legal practice. I did my MBA in Germany. So I've worked across different sectors in Germany, in Canada, in the NGO sector, public sector, private sector. Here back in Rwanda, I was a government prosecutor. So criminal law, then corporate law, and now then energy law, where I was heading a government institution, the legal team of a government institution in the energy sector. And then finally, I moved to private practice, where I'm an entrepreneur now. And I run a law firm called Eloy Consultancy, where we do everything across the board, mainly corporate law, energy law, which is what we are focusing on now. We did a bit of human rights, but we're kind of staying away from that right now. So we are concentrating on health, energy, and corporate. So that's pretty much about my background, and then we can move on from there.
Awesome, Eugene. Thank you, and thank you also for accepting the responsibility for being a regional lead. So we have two regional leads in Rwanda, Regina, and yourself, Eugene. So maybe if I can start with you, Eugene, just to tell us a little bit about Rwanda itself. Put us, place Rwanda for us, for those of us who have not been there. I've never been there, and I'm looking forward to visiting Rwanda. But tell us a little bit about Rwanda. Where is it? Tell us a little bit more about the economic opportunities that are available in Rwanda. So if you can paint a picture for us, for those of us who don't know anything about Rwanda.
Yeah, Rwanda is a very interesting country. We are moving so fast, so quickly. That's why they refer to us as the Singapore of Africa. And we are in East Africa. So we have Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, Congo, and Tanzania as our neighbors. So you can imagine we have access, if you are to do business, we are in the middle. So if you're to do business in Rwanda, you have access to all that market. So it's a great country. We have great security. We are the safest, I think we are the safest, the third safest country in the world. So you can imagine that is a statistic that you have to really think about. We have all sorts of opportunities. And I will begin by talking about the access to market. So if you were to start a business in Rwanda, just by being working in Rwanda, you have access to East Africa. We have a population of over 450 million people. We have a GDP in East Africa of over 300 billion. We are part of the Free Trade Agreement, which is the common market for East Africa. The population of about 560 million, GDP is about almost $1 trillion. We are part of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. That's a 1.3 billion market. So honestly, Rwanda is very well placed for any business, for any company, anybody who's thinking about globally expanding to a safe, secure country that has the right infrastructure. We have Rwanda, you can access Rwanda from all over the globe. We fly to Europe, we fly to almost all major destinations in Africa. So there's a lot of, everything, the infrastructure, whether it is digital, whether it is government, whether it is investment, government is there to support. So we are the best placed country to do business.
Yeah, and I thank you. I've never heard of Singapore of Africa. That is very interesting. Regina, why is it that that is the sort of name that Rwanda is given? What's your perspective? What's your take on Rwanda? And what is it that we don't know about Rwanda that you can share with us to excite us about the opportunities that are there?
Thank you, Ricardo. Maybe the reason why Rwanda is named Singapore, I think Rwanda offers unique combination of geographical advancement. Sorry, let me just put my camera on. Yeah. Rwanda offers a unique combination of geographic advantages, political stability, and business-friendly policies. It's a central location within the East African community, giving investors access to over 300 million consumers. Rwanda is also ranked among the top African countries for easy doing business. So with the strong governance, low corruption, and supportive regulatory framework. So the country also has modern infrastructure, including Kigali world-class airport and the expanding digital connectivity. So that, I think that's why Rwanda is considered as the Singapore. Thank you.
Awesome. And so and to both of you, then how does Rwanda support say foreign investors, folks coming in wanting to do business? Can you talk a little bit about the sectors that people are actually investing in or doing business in Rwanda? Maybe we can start with you, Eugene.
Yeah, so Rwanda one of the reasons why people are so interested is because on the regulatory side, which is very important for business people, is that we do, as Regina said, we have a very business-friendly environment. The legal system is very friendly to investors. We have the Rwanda Development Board, which is a one-stop shop center for all investors. So you find all the services offered by government, whether it is construction, health, permits, whatever you may need, if it's water treatment, connections of electricity, power in one automated service in RDB. So you can have all these offered to you just as soon as you enter Rwanda. You don't have to go and visit different places. And it has also become a very good hub for tailored services like logistics. We have the International Financial Center, which will support you in access to capital. And again, like I said, you can acquisition of land. And all this is done by RDB. It will support you in all that process. The business registration is free. There's no restriction on foreign ownership of companies, no restrictions on capital flows. We have a 50% CIT reduction for agro-processing companies, accelerated depreciation rates. We have import duty exemptions for machinery and VAT exemption on raw materials. So all those incentives, I will definitely add more, but that is just a brief overview of why you should actually come and invest in Rwanda.
That's interesting. Did you say that the business registration is free? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, sir.
So you can register your company in Rwanda for free. Is that interpreted correctly?
Yes, you can actually register it from Atlanta for free.
Oh wow. Okay, that's interesting. I've not heard that before. So that's a really good point. And you're an attorney, Eugene. So you understand a lot of the legalities around sort of doing business in Uganda. Talk a little bit about let's talk a little bit about the challenges that you're seeing as an attorney with folks who are doing business in Rwanda. Give us some ideas of what some of the challenges are that you are seeing folks going through. And then Regina, maybe you may have some challenges that you've observed around doing the business in Rwanda, operating in Rwanda and so forth. Eugene, maybe we can start with you and then we'll go to Regina.
Yeah, so the challenge I've seen with Rwanda is that we have so many untapped potential, and that is because access to finance is very limited. So if you are to come to Rwanda, putting resources within Rwanda to start a business or to start some form of initiative, and you are seeking for finance within Rwanda, is almost impossible because we have very high interest rates with banks. So some of the struggles I've seen in Rwanda have been around financing. Financing has affected so many businesses, startups, foreign investors who are coming in and want to take advantage of incentives here. You definitely have to pull your resources, financial resources, before you come to Rwanda. So that is one of the biggest challenges. Maybe Regina can add on more practical ones that we're facing every day.
Yeah, Regina, please share if you have anything to share about that.
Yeah, on challenges, let me just give an example. For example, in housing development, most of the developers, actually the government has incentives for developers, but in affordable housing, we have failed to move forward because most of the investors, they come when they want back their money immediately. They need the government guarantee. They need, when they finish the construction, they need within 6 months, they are done with selling their houses. So, which is really tricky because you have to bring, when you have your money and you bring in your money, it's easy. But when you come with the loan, you want to take the loan within the country, the interest rate is at 16, 17. So an investment loan, that would be very, very high for you. But when you bring your money without taking the loan locally, it is easier to the demand is there. You can really trade, you can do business. In other businesses, maybe most of the investors on tax, they have to understand the tax system of Rwanda or East Africa. That is what also challenged them a bit. But most of the foreigners who are investing in Rwanda, they don't have so many challenges, surely, because we are, as Eugene said, we have the one-stop center, that is RDB, which gives everything, the services, every service is there. You get the service in one building. Yeah, so I think it is very, very easier to do business in Rwanda, as it is ranked the second easiest place to do business. So it means the challenges are very, very few. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. So the other thing is, we are coming to East Africa with a delegation, and Rwanda is not listed on the countries that we're visiting, but I think some of you will be coming over to Uganda, I think it is, to meet with us. Some of you will be coming to meet with us, so we're super excited to meet you guys in person. What can you tell us about? So one of the things that is interesting for us within our community, the chamber at large, a lot of our members are professional service providers. So and I hear you talk about your business, and you're in consulting. You're an attorney, and I think about the members. I think about the folks who are on the call, and they don't have a physical product today, and some of them may have, but a lot of them are in professional service business. They're either attorneys like yourself, or they're in the real estate business like yourself, or management or consulting business like yourself. Are there opportunities in Rwanda to partner, to collaborate with those kinds of services, so that we'll be able to get some business out of there? Any of you can answer.
Yeah,
Yes.
so go ahead.
It's okay, Jenny.
Okay, so I just wanted to just briefly discuss, because you've talked about the services sector, and for my interest is with the Kigali International Financial Center, which is actually a very great opportunity for service providers like us, because KIFC is an initiative that is being treated as a business and financial hub in Africa to drive Pan-African investments. So if you are into investment promotion, policy advocacy, and sector upskilling, so for those who are looking at the service industry, there is a lot. For example, in insurance tech, it is so underdeveloped. You can tap into that. There's wealth tech, which is where products, most people can't, even if there's an investment fund, people don't have the technical expertise to even access the financing. There's cybersecurity. There's business process outsourcing. So there's a lot to do within that. There's data analytics. There's capacity building. All these are opportunities that have been brought in by Kigali trying to become the financial center for Africa. So that is one sector that you can tap into if you're offering services.
Yeah, thanks for that. And Regina, I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
Yes, actually what we do, we connect people to the relevant sectors that they match with. So what we do, we connect them to where we know actually when we get the proposal, we know where to allocate that person or that company to access the same what you need or what you need. So we connect people to the relevant sectors where they can do business with, either in service or any other sector.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing that. So partnership, let's talk a little bit about partnership. One of the things that we know for sure as folks who do business internationally is that you've got to have a partner on the ground. You got to have someone who understands what's actually happening to really be able to help you to seize some of these opportunities. And it sounds like there are opportunities, but where we have probably a roadblock is like, how do we actually access these opportunities? How do we seize these opportunities? And let's not mince any words here. Everybody on this call want to make money. Everybody on this call want to make more money. And you know, everybody's got something that they are looking to sell and they're looking to do. If people on the call are an investor, they're looking to see how can they get return on their investment. But the majority of folks don't have any money to invest today, but they have talent, they have skills, they have experience, they have knowledge, and they want to be able to export that. They want to be able to do business. Talk a little bit about partnership and how do you view partnership as business professionals in Rwanda? Is that a pathway to success there? What is it that you can share with us around the partnership opportunity that exists between Rwanda entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs outside of Rwanda, here in the U.S., other parts of the world? You want to take that, Eugene?
Oh yeah. For business partnerships, yes, there are so many opportunities for business partnerships. Like I said, when it comes to services, there's a lot. For example, Americans have, or foreigners have expertise in some undeveloped sectors here in Rwanda. Because if you're talking about FinTech, for example, so if you're trying to build an ecosystem like that, there are services that we don't have because we haven't built the capacity. So if we haven't built the capacity, we are able to recognize that and say, for example, at my consultancy firm, if I know we need somebody who knows a lot to do with cybersecurity, we have so many issues with cybersecurity here in our banks, in our data systems, then that's a good opportunity to have a partner like that. If it is capacity building in the financial sector, in the agriculture sector, in the health sector, we all need professionals. We need serious partnership. Because for example, in the health sector, I might want to bid for something which is being offered by government, but I lack some technical skills or I don't understand this part of the tender. So it's very helpful for me to have ABC, for example, knowing that there are all these professionals that are in ABC and they're offering different services which I can tap into. So it's an ecosystem. So there's a lot of opportunity for business process outsourcing, like I said before, and also in capacity building. So that is extremely important to be able to partner with people outside of Rwanda to develop those untapped sectors.
Yeah, so thank you. We're going to launch a poll, ladies and gentlemen. We'd love for you to participate and just kind of get your feedback on Rwanda and doing business there. We're also asking about, excuse me, Ethiopian Airlines. So if you would like to just give us some feedback, we'd love to hear your thoughts on doing business on the continent. I'm particularly interested in knowing then, so yes, partnership seems to be a pathway that can work. Where is most of the opportunity coming from? Is it the private sector? Is it the government? You talk about tender a little while ago. So if I'm a consultant here and I'm interested in exporting my services to Rwanda, I contact you. and you're able to put me in touch, or you're able to connect me with the opportunities by, is it introductions that you do? Do we do introductions virtually first? Or are you encouraging me to come out there first, so that we can sit together and facilitate these meetings? I want to talk really logically about how do we access these kinds of opportunities, because it sounds like that's what you do, Regina. You do these matchmaking. Excuse me. You are the one who will say, if I know who you are and if I know what it is that you do, I can find people to actually match you with, that you can do business together. But it sounds like maybe most of these opportunities are coming out of the government, or is it coming out of the private sector? Please correct me if I'm not getting that right.
Thank you, Taldo. I think both private and government, because we do connect. There are so many opportunities in the government. There are so many opportunities in the private sector, both. So I can say both. And when you want like to connect or to do business in Rwanda, you can just connect with us. Then we connect you to the relevant sector, and we do meetings online. When you're there, it doesn't require you to come first and be present physically. No, we can connect you to business. Then you come when you come to sign it. At least you have to show up that physically you're there. So even if you're not there physically, later you can come and present yourself. But we can help you to do your business, to connect and do all the necessaries before you come to Rwanda.
Fantastic. Eugene, do you have anything that you wanna expound on with that?
Maybe before Eugene comes on that, Eugene,
Yes.
let's hold on. For example, as of now, we are working with one of the, it's called the Euro Nordic Fund Alliance. They want to invest in housing. They want to set up a factory, a 50 million plus factory to do affordable houses. So we are in discussions. They haven't come to Rwanda. This is the government. They want to connect with the government. They will come later, but we have started all the necessities that they need. We are doing business online, so that's it. You cannot bother yourself to come at the first time. You can stay there. We stay here for you. Thank you. Okay, Eugene.
Yeah, so like Regina said, yes, the opportunities are in both the public and private sector. And yeah, the initial conversation can be online, but physical presence is very appreciated in Rwanda. People like to actually see and talk to you, and it also shows commitment on your part that you are you mean to do business here because you actually flew out here. So again, on the part about connecting people, yeah, this is very, very, very easy because the government here is so investment oriented. So anything that will bring business people to Rwanda, whether it is provision of services, whether it is provision of a product, it is very highly encouraged, and the systems are in place to assist you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And if you can contact us, whether it is in the tourism sector, whether it is in the health sector, whether it is in mining, for example, we have so many opportunities. For example, mining is so untapped in Rwanda, and yet we have some of the major minerals, like the 3 T's for cell phones, gold. And there's a lot of opportunities within that sector for value addition. So there's a lot of opportunity here that you can actually use expertise, not simply bring a product, but if you know, for example, you have an experience in mining, and you can add value, you can cut stone, you know how to process this mineral. those are all opportunities that professionals can take advantage of.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So folks, the poll is still out. Please let us know your thoughts. We've got 48% of you participating. We'd love to see more of you participating in the poll. But it seems like there's interest in Rwanda, the Singapore of Africa. That's a great slang. I do like that, because we know how powerful and valuable Singapore is to that side of the world. So that's very interesting. But we also are seeing folks who are still thinking about this idea of investing or doing business in Rwanda. And when we talk about doing business in Rwanda, we're not speaking about just investing in terms of bringing in our monies there, but it's also how do we then set up, how do we ensure that we have the opportunity to benefit from the economy that exists in Rwanda. Do you have resources? Do you have resources that you can point us to be able to look at some of these opportunities? And so if both if the opportunities are coming down the pipeline from the private sector, from the public sector, where do they post them? Where do they share them? Or do you have the insight on that? Do we connect with you so you'll be able to say, okay, this is where you can find. So for example, there are different portals here and in other jurisdiction where you can kind of look at the different opportunities, the tenders, the RFPs, and so forth that may exist. There are organizations that you network with, and you can understand the kind of opportunities. Do you have that? Do you have a similar sort of approach?
Can I? Yeah, yes, we do. For example, for Rwanda Development Board, that's the one-stop center for all business and investment opportunities on their website. You can find everything that you need. If it is a procurement, government procurement, we have an e-procurement portal. You can go online and it's available. So there are many online resources for that. But I would also advise that if you're a member of this group, it would be very less time consuming if you're able to contact us, me and Regina, because we have, for example, I work with RDB and all these portals like I'm talking about to actually access that information in real time, because sometimes you may have to wait for a response here and there, but if you're able to contact me and that you need, maybe you want to go into mining, then I'm able to provide all the resources. If you want to go into real estate, Regina is available to show you all the resources in tourism, plus even the incentives and even possible partnerships and fundings in those specific sectors. So while you might not find all the information online, if you can get to us, then you are able to access that.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for that. We want to start taking your questions. If you have any questions for Eugene or Regina, we've got an attorney as well as an entrepreneur. They're both in their own business. If you've got any questions, we can start feeling those. Please put them in the chat. We're going to end the poll shortly, so the poll should be on your screen somewhere. The way that the Zoom poll works, there's not a way to repost it or resend it. It's actually live, so you should be able to find it right on your Zoom. I'm not sure if you're on your mobile phone or so how to actually locate the poll, but the poll is live, so if you can just continue to give us your feedback there. Real estate and tourism seems to be the biggest, if you may, interest that folks have. So, and this is right up your, this is right up your alley, as we say, Regina, because you're in the real estate space. And I like the fact that you're a matchmaker, as you say, you can connect. So, and that's one of the things that we do a lot within the GOC, with the Go Global conference that we have coming up. It's all about matchmaking. It's all about understanding what business are you in, what are you actually looking for, and how can we find people that you can sit with and be matched with. And so that's a very, very interesting concept that we're promoting, and because we really want to spend more time talking about how do we do business together and how do we extract valuable outcome. So you can expect that in the conference. If you have not yet registered or signed up to be a part of the conference, it's important that you start that now. Why? Because the earlier we get to know who you are, what you're looking for, the sooner we can actually put you with in front of a match. We can connect you with someone, and if as a member, you get discount to participate. There's 4 days of activities that we're going to have at the conference. The welcome reception that's going to allow you to connect with people that are going to be in the room. Hopefully we'll get some folks from Rwanda there as well, because I know we're working with Eugene. And as an attorney, we're working with immigration to see how we can get some people to come. So you'll be able to also meet folks who will be in Atlanta, business owners who are looking to see how they can create partnership opportunities. In order for us to match you properly, we've got to know you, and you need to fill out our business or participation application for the conference. And in order to do that, you have to sign up for the conference so that we can begin that process. We have up to 20 meetings. So you alone as a business owner can have 20 meetings over 2 days at the Go Global conference in October. There's no minimum, but you can have a maximum of 20. If we can find you 20 matches, that would be powerful. Meals are included in the experience as well. We're going to have some plenary sessions during the breaks of the B2B, so you'll get to speak to a number of different issues that are affecting us doing business globally. So don't wait, guys. We have 5 more days before we have to change the price for participation. You get this 20% discount. You use the code that we have there as a member, GOC ABC member. You have access to take advantage of this before the price changes, which is on July 1st. So let's make sure we get all of you on it. And once you pay for your ticket, you begin to complete that profile, and you can spend some time, 10-15 minutes, and provide us with a thorough profile about what you're expecting, what you're looking for, and that way we can then start connecting you with folks who will be coming to the conference. We have several different countries that are going to be here, and this is super exciting because this is October. It's going to be a little cooler. We're going to do site visits, so you'll be able to go on the road. You'll be able to go on the road for seeing some of the sites in Atlanta if you're coming in international. If you have a company here, if you're here in Atlanta and you have a business and you'd like us to bring, would like us to do site visits at your business, get in touch with us as well, because we can add you to that site visit lineup so that folks can come and see what you're actually doing. So we're looking for that as well. If you are a GOC ABC member and you have insight, on certain topics around going global, market intelligence, talking about opportunity identification, relationship building, technology insights. We're looking for panelists. We're looking for folks we can put inside these plenary sessions during the conference, so that we can speak to those. So I see one question in the chat, Eugene and Regina, and this is about renewable energy opportunities. Can you touch a little bit about on the renewable energy opportunities? Maybe Eugene, you can, or both of you can give us some feedback on that.
Yeah, so I'm one of my practices is renewable energy. So I'm in the energy sector. I've been in that sector for about 7 years now. So we have off-power grids. We are looking for off-power grid solutions because our grid access is still very low, and yet government is actually committed to universal access. So right now, there are so many opportunities for those who are in renewable energy and can connect areas that are not accessible to the grid. Now, Rwanda is a very mountainous area, but the sun and biomass and methane, there are so many other alternative sources of energy that are available that government is not able to tap into, but the private sector can tap into. For example, we have only total installed power generation capacity of 408 megawatt. So that is even very low by East African standards. So there's an opportunity to tap into that. As government, there are so many sites that government is opening up for investors who want to invest in thermal, hydro, and solar sources. So if you need any more information on power, on off-grid solutions or renewable energy, all of that, please just get in touch and I can give you more details, what you need to invest into that and what incentives might be available in that sector.
Yeah, thank you, Eugene. And the beauty about being a member of GOC and having access to regional leaders like yourself is the time that the one is the access, but then also the undivided attention almost that you get when you're connected to our regional leads. So we want to make sure that we can help you to facilitate your journey to these opportunities. I see another question in the chat also, and maybe this one's for you, Eugene, but it's the levels of investment needed for mining cell phones, and I think that was Cheryl asking that she want to hear more. She want to hear more about the level of investment needed. And probably that sounds like I know we don't have a lot of time left, but probably putting some sort of a range, some numbers to that response, if you can.
Mining, like I said, mining is so untapped. Government is actually putting in place policy right now. I think the level when government is still putting in place a policy and trying to encourage everything in that sector, the level of investment will probably be high. But the good thing also, on the other hand, is that government will work with you and can offer not only incentives, but they are now encouraging. We have a mining board, which is connecting investors with expertise with funding. So for example, if you come, like I said before, if you're in mineral exploration, then government can identify for you sites. So you don't have to come in out of the blue and start doing exploration. Government has already done this for you. So you already know how much you're going to invest and how much you're going to get out of it. So another thing is, of course, value addition. If you're coming to process a certain mineral, then there are incentives and also there's access to funding, even from BRD, that's the Development Bank of Rwanda, to be able to assist an investor who has brought in the expertise, and not necessarily funding, but the expertise to be able to add value to what we are already producing. That is also if you come and work in partnership with local mining companies. So like I said previously, also gemstone cutting and polishing are some of what is available within that sector. So I can, if you need more specifics in terms of how much you need to actually be part of that, I can provide that separately if I can get you proper figures.
Yeah, thank you. That's great. 68% of you have already done the poll. Please help us to get that to at least 80%, folks. We'll reveal the poll shortly. What we're seeing so far is, folks are really interested in a stable economy, and it seems like Rwanda is on a good track for that. A lot of people are interested in doing business in Rwanda, but we need that poll to come up a little bit more. We only have a couple of minutes left, folks. So if you haven't done the poll yet, we'll give you a quick minute to just let's get that poll up. That's very, very important to us as we do that. So we're going to reveal the poll in a couple of seconds. But I just want to give you a quick opportunity to give us that feedback in the poll. So do the poll if you haven't done it yet, and then we'll see if there's any other questions that folks are posting into the chat. So Eugene and Regina, I want to get your final piece of advice. I'm going to release the poll in a second, but once I release the poll, I would like to get your final piece of advice for the business owners who are on the call, thinking about doing business in spaces like Rwanda. What would you share? What would you advise them? And I'm sorry, folks, that some of you can't see the poll. I'm in tech too, but I honestly don't know how you can see the poll, because the poll says that it's actually showing. Excuse me. So it may be where you are, the device that you're using, or if someone knows how to do that, maybe you can put it into the chat, but I'm not sure how, because I can't stop it, and because I can only end the poll. So unfortunately, we'll just have to go ahead and end the poll there.
Ricardo,
Yes, who is that? Go ahead.
it's Cheryl. If they go to their more button, it may be listed there as a survey.
Yeah, so guys. So yeah, if you go to the more button, you might see it there as a survey. Thank you, Cheryl. We're at 72% now. And that would be yeah, so good. Thank you so much. So folks are finding it. Forgive my ignorance. I didn't know what you're seeing on your end. That's totally okay. All right, so we're going to release the poll now. We are 76% in, and 77%. We're going to go ahead and release the poll before we hop off here. So we're going to just show the results so you could see how you guys responded. And while you're looking at those results, Regina, maybe we'll start with you. Your final bit of advice. You've got a number of us on the call. Obviously, there seems to be interest in Rwanda. Your advice to us, and then Eugene.
Thank you so much, Caldo. I think my final and closing remarks would be, like, I invite you to explore Rwanda not only as a destination, but as a place to invest, expand, and make a difference. Yeah, so let's build a meaningful partnership that creates job, transfer knowledge, and grow industries. I thank you so much, Attract Black Chambers, for believing in global partnership. It is really good. It helps people, it connects people. Yeah, so I thank all of you for considering Rwanda as your next business destination. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Regina. Eugene.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for being part of this and for giving us an opportunity. I was looking at the poll, and what we haven't answered, for example, at my law firm, we do advise on taxation and tariffs. So if you need some details on that so that you can be better, you can make a better decision, or are able to make a decision because you have all the information that you need, please reach out to us. Also, there are so many opportunities we haven't shared, direct opportunities where you can come tomorrow morning and simply get into that opportunity. We haven't been able to share that. I'll share that with Ricardo, and he can put it out there, and what investment is needed, and what your skills that they might need for you to be part of that kind of partnership. So thank you very much.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I want to thank you both for sharing the day with us, sharing your time with us. This hour has come to an end, but the power continues. because you have access now. You have access to folks in Rwanda who can get you information, who can develop that partnership opportunity. And that's the beauty of what I love about GOC, because it doesn't matter where your interest is. We've got somebody that you can talk to, and it's a platform, and that's the magic about why I love doing this. So thank you both for sharing your time. Thanks for serving in GOC, for being our regional lead, for being our point of contact and eyes and ears and boots on the ground for us. Guys, remember, we've dropped some survey links in the chat for you to tell us about the Power Hour, how we're doing. We'd love to get that feedback. We're taking a break next week. We won't be doing a Power Hour next week. We'll skip next week because the entire If You May ABC will be on a break, so no Tuesday talk next week. We won't have any of the other. I know we have a public policy talk as well. Some of you would have attended that. Not that's not happening next week either, and so is the Power Hour. We will have no Power Hour next week, but the following week we will have a strong Power Hour. We can't wait. We're going to be talking a lot now in July about raising capital. I think we're seeing Vietnam. Thank you, Samuel. We're going to be talking to Vietnam. We've got some entrepreneurs in Vietnam who you should meet. And so yes, Asia is on our radar. We've got folks who are in the Black business community that are doing business in that region. And that might be that's going to be a very exciting and interesting conversation. And I'm excited about that. And then we're going to be talking a lot about capital. We recognize that capital is a big problem in our community still. How do you access it? Where do you access it? How do you creatively find ways to capital access? So thank you so much, guys, for your time. Thank you for your loyalty, for being a part of GOC Power Hour. Get in if you're not in yet. We've got a lot of space. We would love to welcome you in on it. So as we say, have a great morning. Have a great rest of your day. We will definitely see you again on another Power Hour. Be safe, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap with one of our usual amazing video.
Hey, Ricardo, thanks for all you do, you and the team.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Sorry, I just want to make sure that oh. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sasha, UK. Appreciate it.
Atlanta is rocking. Go Global Conference is doing the things, eh?
And I think the most incredible thing to take actually home is the Black excellence.
Mark,
So
Dubai.
kudos to GOC.
Shout out to you,
for
Mark.
Joe Border.
Appreciate it.
I think
NC,
this
South
is
Africa.
just
Thanks
the
for coming
beginning
through.
of greater and better things to come.
There is a black business.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Ricardo. Thank you.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you.
Of the Atlanta Black Chamber, the Chamber of the Year.
Atlanta is rocking. Go Global Conference is doing the things, eh?
And I think the most incredible thing to take actually home is the Black excellence.
So kudos to GOC for a job well done. I think this is just the beginning of greater and better things to come.
There is a black business.
All right. Have a good day, everybody. See you soon.